we all come across people that have an input about almost everything, right? And their output in life always feel like this is what everybody has to go through. And you ask yourself this question, okay, you went through this situation, but how come what I went through, I'm not going through that 2, 3, 4 times? Why is it that you went through this and this is what you confirm on what that can be? And you ask yourself this question, it's like, okay, you know what? That relationship that you were in, you got cheated on multiple times, right? And you gave this person a chance. And no matter what you do, you come across that same particular type of relationship. This person used you. You come across that person used you. But yet you put a confirmation on it and a check mark and say, hey, this is what I went through. So you will go through that. And you ask yourself this question, it's like, okay, you know what? I've been cheated on before, and I use relationship as an example because we all have been in relationships. But it's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I've been in a relationship before and I got cheated on, but I came across one person or I have spoken to a certain person, and I decided that, you know what? Let me take my time. Let me heal. Let me just take time and work on myself before I can be able to jump into another relationship. But you come across that same person, they'll move quickly. They will, when they'll tell you about that same relationship that they're getting into, it always seems so similar what they went through in the past. That makes sense. They've gotten through certain situations, and it could be about their input about life. And it's like, hold up, your upbringing, the way you see things, you've worked on yourself, you've healed, and it's like, just because you're not healed yet and you've been through this certain situation and you're still working on yourself, if not, you haven't worked on yourself, but you're trying to tell me that because you're going through this and this is what you see, this is how your life should be. In some cases, they're right, because guess what? If you're around them so much and you listen to them, your life can be that way, but your life is totally different. But before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And guess what? Let's talk about the title of the video. A person's life doesn't determine that's how your life is going to be. Their outlook on life doesn't determine that your life is going to be that way. But before I get into the video, let me introduce myself again. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. I ask you guys, and I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into the video. You ever come across that person, right? And I always say this. It's like they have so much to tell you about your life. They've put themselves in situations, and you ask yourself, you put yourself in the head, it's like, yo, why is it that you're going through that? You know what I mean? You know the solution. You know what you need to do. But you continue to do these type of things. And and you've worked on yourself well enough to say, you know what, you see what's going on. And you call them out on it. And it's like, okay, you know what? This person doesn't want to learn. But guess what? You guys got into a conversation. And it could be anybody. But they'll tell you so much of what's going on in their lives. You just see, okay, you know what's going on and what's the solution. And this is the thing about life, about people in these days, these times. They have so many problems, but they do not want to have a solution. They have the solution, but they don't want to work on the solution. They don't want to, you know what I mean, and say, you know what, I'm tired, enough is enough, this is the solution, this is how it should be. You have the solution to everything. We have the solution, okay, you know what, this is what's going to happen, this is what I need to do, this is the solution. But in their mind, their small life that they're in, it's like, why is it that, okay, you know what, you choose to be bitter? Why is it that you choose to live this type of life and you choose to be messy? You choose to be around people that are messy, that are like-minded, but you want to come around me and try to tell me how life is going to be because this is the path that you've chosen. This is the path. This is the path that you choose and that you confirm, okay, you know what? This is how it is, this is how it's going to be. Just because they determine how their life is going to be and that's how their outlook are, they're not open to the point, okay, you know what? Maybe I need to leave another city. I need to open my horizons in relationship and type of people, race, community, and they choose to just be stuck and want to just be in this type of environment that they want to be in, and they feel like, okay, you know what, this is how your life is going to be because I've been through that. This is what all I see, and this is how it's going to be. It's like, for me, I'm not saying that they're good or bad people because, hey, everybody has their differences. They have their own path. They have their own outlook. But I've learned that in life, you choose and you learn and you decide to say, hey, this is not it. There's a place in this world that, you know what, just because things are going on in this side, in this world, in this side of the world, is more calm. I want to be in this place right here. I want to be around people that are chill, that are cool, right? And be around beautiful people inside and out and still get treated right. I wanted to live in this certain type of neighborhood and feel like, you know what? This neighborhood right here is real chill. People are friendly. I want to be around that area. And what is the solution? You got to get around that community. You got to work harder. Maybe it's going to cost a little bit more, or maybe it's going to take a huge sacrifice to leave where you are to get in that community. But just because that person is telling you, you know what? This is how people are in this side of the world. We're stuck here. And we gotta do our best and just fight it through. No. I'm not saying that person is bad, but just because they live that world, they see that's how life is, that doesn't mean that your life should be that particular way. We all got these type of people in our lives. Because no matter what you do or say, the way they view and see how their lives are, just because you're around them, they feel and believe this is how your life is going to be. And I have to say, at times, that doesn't mean that you got to leave that person alone. That just means that, hey, your path is this way, and you got to go that way, and continue to go that way. And this is what you feel and believe. And 9 times out of 10, this is where you're supposed to be. I'm living that life right now. Now, I got people around me. I have people around me that believe and see this is how things and this is how their destiny should be. You know what I mean? I'm all for it. But I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that how the way you're living is wrong or right, because this is where you should be. But for me, I'm much more happy being in a much more bigger city, And I have to do a big sacrifice to go to that area and be around that area. But guess what? I feel and believe that my life is more fulfilled, and I'm going somewhere, and I'm meeting the right people, and I'm much more happier, if that makes sense. All right. So again, like you said, you see the title of the video. A person's outlook on life does not determine this is how your life should be. Alright? If you like this video, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Also, in the comment below, comment pinned to the top, description below, keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends at gorgeous271.com. Alright? Ladies, get your dress. Do what you want. Alright? It's the holidays coming up. Alright? Again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.